Get up, cocksuckers, it's all over. Hello, this is Big Sister Sesh with your host Kayla G. And today, babe, we're gonna be talking about some healthy girl things. Because everything is poison. And I know a thing or two. Um, so first and foremost, I'd like to gloat because I am over 200 days without alcohol, which is so cool for me. And I feel like it's fitting for me to talk about this subject to bring that up and be able to gloat low key because like that's a healthy queen thing to do. But like let's talk about that for a sec. Let's put a pin in that. Actually, let's take the pin out and talk about it. Oh, also, so as you may or may not have known, I've had a short bob for like 6 months. And I recently I'm like halfway to being able to put my hair fully up in a bun, and I so badly want to be able to do this, but there's like 18 clips back here just holding it down for your girl. And we love her for that. Anyway, so we're talking about how being sober has impacted my life health wise. We're just going to stick to health wise because obvi emotional clarity is wicked insane. But in terms of health wise, I would say the first thing that is the most notable, and like obviously drinking alcohol is bad for you. Like I don't think anybody out there like truly believes that drinking alcohol is good for you in any capacity. Like if you want to be able, if that's your vice, if that's like how you, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. Like everybody has their thing. Some people smoke, some people do heroin, some people run. I'm a sweet treat girl. My vice is a sweet little treat. So I get it. Like some people do other things. Like they're all equally terrible in all their special super cool ways. But anyway, alcohol. How many times am I going to introduce alcohol? I would say there's like three things that I most note. I'll talk about three things. How about that? How about I get to it? First of all, is like the puffiness. The puffiness that I had when I was consistently drinking. There's only one thing that makes me as puffy as alcohol, and that's sugar. Like I can so tell when I've eaten a lot of sugar the day before, and obviously alcohol just turns to sugar. So like they go hand in hand. But obviously, like when you're drinking 8 drinks a night, I mean, even if you're having two, honestly, even when I had one drink, if I had one glass of wine, it's different if I had like a vodka soda that was like a little bit mitigated by just the fact that it was just a wee shot. But if I was having wine or like mixed drinks or shots or beer, when I was drinking like drinks that were sugary, the next day it was like balloon face moment. And I have hormonal imbalances. I don't have a thyroid. So like those things just affect me even extra than a normal human being. And I just felt like my face, like not even just my face, but like my upper body and extremities just felt like there was a layer of like marshmallow cushion on me. And I hated the way it looked. And I could tell as soon as I spent a week away from alcohol, my face would look skinnier, like the bags under my eyes were another thing. Like I always had chronic bags. I feel like I look younger just because I don't look so damn tired. I don't look so damn tired because I'm not drinking. And it wasn't even, it's like I had 2 drinks and I would just look tired the next day. It wasn't like I'm actually tired. I spent the whole night out drinking. Like it's like, oh, I had 2 glasses of wine with dinner and now I look 90. Hey, what? So it's nice to not be so fucking puffy. And really the only thing that makes me puffy anymore is sugar and like when I eat a ton of gluten. Um, and it's only when I have like really refined sugar. If I eat honey, if I eat like a really like good coconut sugar or something, I don't really notice it as much. But when I'm slanging down vanilla lattes and like other things, I see it. I see her so puffy and so clear. The next health benefit that I've noticed from not drinking is my energy. I am someone who again have thyroid issues, have like female hormone issues. Like I've always dealt with those kinds of issues, and I used to rely on Adderall, coffee, and pre-workout. Like I literally don't know how I still have a heart intact because I would take all of those things in one day. I would literally have Adderall. I would start my day with like 18 cups of coffee and an Adderall. Cool. And then maybe 2 p.m. rolls around and I'm like, ooh, time to work out. Dry scoop of protein of what's it called? Pre-workout. And then sometimes I'd get another coffee after that. Homegirl was really revved up for like 10 years, not like 4. But naturally after that, and I feel like a lot of us do this in college, like even if you weren't like a functioning drug addict essentially like me, you party through college, you'd be able to, like party all night, wake up, drink coffee, go to class, like cycle repeats. Your body can't do that. Like once I hit 24, my body said, and for those of you just listening, I'm doing the peace out with the Mew face. Bye. Like my body was just, she said, no, oh, we're going to take 3 days to recover from one glass of wine. What do you mean? So that's it. So just having my energy be regular and like being able to, like, I go out to concerts and I'll stay out to 2:30 in the morning, and most of the time that meant I would also be drinking a lot, and now it's like I'm just chilling. So I can wake up after 6 hours of sleep and still crush my day. Like, yeah, I'm a little tie, but like I can still do all the things. I might do things that require a little bit less brain power, but that entire day used to be pee pee poo poo garbage time. Like be a crumb in bed, draw curtains, order 18 things on Uber Eats, feel like absolute shit. The next day still feel bad because it took me 3 days to recover. Hi. So like having consistent energy and just like being able to track my energy better, because that now I'm like super in tune with my cycle. Um and like that's another thing that's gotten super regulated with my health is giving up drinking my cycle. I don't know if that made sense. Brain going beep boo. Okay, so not drinking great because not puffy, energy great. And thirdly, my stomach. Like, I don't want to be crude, but let's not pretend that alcohol doesn't hook up your GI. Okay, like after a hard night of drinking, my tum tum the next day, not good. Not good. So, like, just like GI health, alcohol is literal poison. And I feel like so mentally sound from not drinking it. So that's my rant on not drinking. There's a bajillion other benefits. And like you literally level up on every single way. But anyway, I won't toot my own horn anymore. The next thing that is like, if you like, oh my sisters, I had a friend, and like in all seriousness, she looked me in the eye and she goes, yeah, I drink tap water. That's a form of self-harm. That is assault to yourself. Do you know what's in our tap water, people? Do you know? Go down the rabbit hole. Go down the rabbit hole. You'll never drink tap water again. Bottled water isn't even really safe. The amount of microplastics in bottled water. This might, I am low key a conspiracy theorist, I'm low key a conspiracy theorist because I actually am high key a conspiracy theorist because I can't talk because what is in our water, our food, our air, like even like the clothes we buy, everything. And I'm guilty, honey. I'm not in all these ways, honey. I'm not living organic all the way, but like in the ways that I can and the ways that are the most intrusive to us, I try to be. And that one of the very first when I started making big girl money, when I made big girl money for the fourth time a couple years ago, the very first purchase I made was an Aquature water filter. And that's for those of you who don't know, it's a reverse osmosis water filter and it gets out 96 different impurities. So like yeah, Alex Jones says the water is turning the frogs gay. Like the water literally is turning the frogs gay and he does not say it in the most PC way. But like they're literally like changing the frogs like shit. Like I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but like you can find that. You can find those studies. There's birth control, there's hormones, there's chemical runoff, there's tons of fluoride which calcifies your pineal gland. Hmm. Alzheimer's. Um, what else is in there? There's a bunch of fucking garbage in our water supply. And not to mention the like have you seen the videos of what the tanks that hold our water look like? Rust, heavy metals, bad, bad, bad. If you are pissed about what is in our tampons that came out recently, boy, do I have fucking news for you because look what's in your water. Look at what's in your water. Go, go do the deep dive. Don't listen to the, I can't even say the people because I'll get shadow banned. Just kidding. I have 4 followers, but I actually have 1 million followers. I'm trying to manifest that. So hi million followers. Pee pee poo poo. Um, I used to say pee pee poo poo a lot, and it's coming back as like my little tick word. So Um, but if you're pissed about what's in our tampons, if you're pissed about the Stanley Cups having lead, I literally dare you to go find out what's in your water. The very first thing you should buy after watching this video is a reverse osmosis water filter. There's two that I can speak on, and it's the Aquature and the Berkey. And I would recommend the Berkey more personally. I like my Aquature, but it has flaws. The Berkey is a little bit more simple, and it also comes in stainless steel, which versus the Aquature, which is plastic, which I'm sure they're using high quality, like food grade, probably medical grade plastic, but or whatever. I don't know, but regardless, I would go Berkey if I could do it over again. And the Berkey's actually cheaper than the Aquature. And like if you're using a Brita, literally stop fucking kidding yourself. That shit does the only thing that the Brita filters out is contaminants that change the taste of your water. So it's not doing anything for like anything that you can't taste, it's not filtering out. All of the fucking terrible shit that's in our water is still getting into your soul. And oh my god, if one of my friends tells me that they drink tap water again, I actually will slap them across the face. Like I'll actually throw a tantrum. I don't even know. But if there's one thing I could ever say to everybody in the world is get yourself a reverse osmosis water filter. And you know, it seems very extra, but I bring 2 of these to work. So I don't have to drink like I will like I'm not trying to be like an insane person, but I will do everything I can to not drink like other water. I want to drink water that I know where it's from. I really don't like drink I very rarely drink out of plastic water bottles unless it's pretty much the only option to me. But I'd rather be a little bit like if I know that I'm gonna be home in an hour or two, I won't drink water. But if I have like a long time, I will drink the water. This is getting too deep. All I'm saying is if you are a human being, get a reverse osmosis water bottle. Bye. Not water bottle, water filter. And they're expensive. They're like 300 or 400 bucks, but so is certain death. So like, and not even to mention the fucking liquid death. There are studies that came out that it has a terrible quality of water rating. There's like aluminum and other shit in the water. Like even and as someone who doesn't drink, that's something that I usually get when I go out. Like this one comedy club that I go to, I always get a liquid death because it's like the one thing I can fucking get. And it's like I can't even drink that. I can't even drink a fucking can of water. And you think you're like can, like not in plastic. It's fine. No, I can't even get that. So I'm literally gonna chew on ice next time. I even went so far as to buy an ice cube tray because I don't want to drink. I don't want ice that is like I'm dead ass. What I have noticed a significant difference from drinking that kind of water because I'm less gay. Like the frogs are turning gay and so was I, and I'm way less gay now. No, I'm totally kidding. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like that and also I mean, think about you've seen those like shower heads, the Jolie shower heads like and people say like, "Oh wow, my skin, my hair got so much better." And that is not something I've invested in yet and I'm that is on my list. I have a million health things that I want to buy, but like all in good time, my friend. But like if that's what it's doing to your skin, if just having water like on your skin and your hair irritates it, why are you ingesting? Do you hear me? Stop ingesting it. Anyway, I digress. We're gonna stop talking about water now. The next health hack that we're gonna talk about is so fucking funny because it's just so funny. Okay. mouth taping. And you might go, Kayla, hee ha, like, what does that even do? And I'm here to tell you that if not for the health benefits, do it because you want to have a chin. Google what people who don't who go, so obviously mouth taping prevents you from breathing through your mouth. Google what mouth breathers' chins look like. I swear to God, if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. They have no chin. This is their chin. No chin. Zero chin at zero chin. There's nothing there. It's just a slope. Like mouth taping, other than it, like, my understanding of what it does is like, because you're breathing through your nose more, it puts you you're able to get into REM sleep more. Like, I'm not a scientist, but I do sleep way fucking harder when I mouth tape. I don't always do it, and I do be forgetting. Um but so it helps with that, and it also prevents you from developing that fucking chin that is so fucking mortifying. Like, and if you have that kind of chin and you think it's genetics, I literally dare you to fucking mouth tape for a couple months, like a year. You will see it is not genetics. It's because you're breathing through your fucking mouth. And that's it on that. Just mouth tape. And don't buy those fancy ass shits. Buy like there's like medical tape you can buy for literally $5. It's a little blue roll. I've had it for 2 years and I still have it. And that's because I don't do it all the time. I also go through periods of breathing through my mouth. Like, I don't always breathe through my mouth. I don't know how I explain, but this is what's true to me. Oh, here's a good one. This is something that I have to do because, again, I don't have a thyroid, so I have to take my medication on an empty stomach. And it has to be empty for like 45 minutes to an hour before I ingest anything other than water. But drinking coffee as soon as you wake up is so not good for you. And if you're the kind of person that depends on coffee to literally exist, baby girl, like, that's not good. You're not okay. You're really not okay. Like, that's actually all I know how to say about that. But giving yourself the chance to naturally wake up, like, when you jumpstart your day with coffee like that, it's fucking up your natural circadian rhythm. It's fucking up like your natural hormone levels. It's just not good for you. And like, if you're somebody who like depends on coffee like that, you need to take a tolerance break. And like, yeah, for 3 days, I'm telling you, just don't drink coffee. Do it over the weekend, like, do it when you have nothing planned, because you're gonna feel like, hey, you're gonna feel like shit. But like, really spend 3 days, let your body detox of that, and then start drinking coffee. Like, give yourself at least an hour, if not 2 hours, to wake up before you drink it. You will notice that you are so much more refreshed when you're not, like, you think coffee is not making you energized, but it's really, really not. Trust me, like, getting the natural burst of energy in the morning versus that like synthetic kind, and then having that natural burst and then amplifying it with coffee is like, like, oh, I'm ready to do anything. Like, having coffee first thing in the morning, it's like a tired, wired feeling. And then allowing yourself to wake up 2 hours. And it's just good for your hormones. Like, if you're somebody who is trying to live a little bit more healthy, like trying to balance their hormones a little bit, if you're relying on caffeine, if you're relying on any sort of like substance to get you going in the morning, take a tea break and like give yourself 2 hours to naturally wake up as a human being in the morning. And that's the oh, and on top of that, don't look at your phone, okay? Once your alarm goes off, once your alarm goes off, turn that shit off and put your phone face down for an hour. Like, don't look at your phone. That fucking blue light. And also, I wish I could show you my phone right now, but it's filming. You can change your phone settings to make the lights like red, so it's like not, it doesn't give you the dopamine hit that like the normal screen colors do. But sorry, let me go back to that. So don't look at your phone first thing in the morning. That shit is an it's just sucking the dopamine out of your body. It's just going like this, like Voldemort. Like, I don't even know, I didn't even watch that shit, but it's like it is so fucking bad for your mental health. It makes me, it primes my day for fucking failure. When I start my day by looking at my phone, even if it's just text messages, even if it's just emails, I get this like psychotic like beehive like brain going, and it's like da, 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 da. Versus if I read a book, if I read 10 pages of a fucking book, if I don't even read, just go to the bathroom, like do your hair, shower, blah 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 blah, just don't look at your fucking phone, start your day with stillness and not that, like not so much noise. Holy shit, it will change your entire day. I actually dare you to do that one day. Start one day with your phone or however you normally would. Start and that's do your day your normal day. And then do one day with your phone. And then do one day of no phone. And then do the next day with the phone again. And tell me you don't see a fucking difference, because it's actually crazy how much, like when I tell you I have like it literally feels like bees are buzzing and I'm like da, 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 when I start my day with a phone. Even if it's for 2 seconds. Even if it's for 2 fucking seconds, it's not good. So anyway, put your phone away, bitch. That's like my top 8. That's my top one health hack other than water. Water and don't start your day with your phone are like, baby girl, like please don't do that. Another health hack that makes a lot of sense in retrospect to me, but because of this life that we lead, because of existence, because of because of all that is and all that ever will be, you think you just fell out of a coconut tree, because of all of it, because of all of it. It is out. it, I don't even know. I would say 90% of the time when we are awake, we're in like fight or flight mode. It's so hard for us, especially as women, because that's who I'm always talking to, bitch. Not bitch. Sorry, that was really aggressive. But especially as women, like in this new age where we're working because some fucking bitch decided that we wanted rights and we wanted to work too, like we girl boss too hard. Anyway, because we are women who are in the working class now and we like have to grind in the way that guys do, and it's a very male centric work area and like all these things, our bodies are just like it's very hard for us to calm our nervous system and to activate our parasympathetic nervous system, which is the thing that like arrests and restores. And if okay, are you a baby girl with IBS or like any kind of GI issues, like it's probably because you're so stressed and your body is like, I don't know how to rest and digest. Are you a sweet baby angel with IBS or some other digestive gastrointestinal issue and anxiety? Oh, baby girl, that's because you're not activating your parasympathetic nervous system anymore. It's because we wake up, we girl boss real hard, we go to work, we girl boss really hard there, and then some of us try to work out, and if we're not working out, we're doing like 10 other things, or then maybe we're also taking care of kids, and then we're also trying to maybe take care of a house, and then also maybe a husband, and then also maybe ourselves, and then also then we go to sleep, and then we can't sleep because we have anxiety. And then when do we have time to activate our parasympathetic nervous system? When do we know? So, if you are someone who is, unless you're somebody who I don't know, and like unless you're something that doesn't exist, because this is everyone, like I guarantee you're girl bossing too hard, and your parasympathetic nervous system is not activated like nearly as much as it needs to be. And where this long-winded wee little rant is going is that you need to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, because so many of us are just living like all the time. So some ways that you can do that are, one, and this is the one that I was trying to get to 30 minutes ago before I started explaining all of this, is humming. So humming actually activates your vagus nerve, which is like the largest nerve in your body, baby. And that's one of like the best ways to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. I don't know why, don't ask me. I know the basics, but I read it in depth and then I'm like, that makes sense, but like I cannot remember it and I cannot reiterate it. Just trust me, okay? I am a reliable news source. I am way better than CNN and Fox News and anyone else and Washington Post. Respectfully, actually, disrespectfully. But me being the most reliable news source out there, I'm telling you, like, you need to activate your parasympathetic nervous system and you need to do it a couple times a day. And how can we do that? Humming. And that makes so much sense for me because I grew up singing. And like obviously, like, yeah, I just love singing, blah 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 blah. But I also was like so emotionally unregulated as a child. And I only sing sad songs, like still to this day. And it was my way, I think, of like dealing with emotions, but also I think I subconsciously was doing that. Was like trying to calm myself down. So knowing that now, it's just like, wow, our bodies are so amazing and we are so intuitive, and that's so incredible. Wow. But yeah, so if you ever feel yourself having anxiety or beep bop boop bop bop, or like your heart starts to race, girly pop, just like and you can sing too. It does the same thing. Like like hum it out, just do a little hum, keep humming, and you're gonna feel better. But like give her a little hum. Something else that you can do is breath work. I simply don't have time to go into that, but like extended forms of breath work can activate your parasympathetic. I can't talk today, but I'm not gonna say once a week anymore. But like when I first discovered breath work and specifically holotropic breath work, I was once a week carving out like 2 to 3 hours of my time to do breath work, and that was because it activated my parasympathetic nervous system for such an extended amount of time, and I came out of it so euphoric and relaxed and like knew that everything was going to be okay. And now that I've kind of like, it also heals, it's just healing. And now that I've done that a lot, like I can space it out a little bit more and do smaller like shorter term techniques in between those stints of longer breathwork things. But like if you like, it's hard, and that's the whole thing, is like people are like, it just doesn't work for me. Like, no, it doesn't work for you because you're not giving it your all, you're not giving it your attention, and like you just want to be distracted and not feel the hard thing. Like it's absolutely difficult to meditate and do breath work and like and do yoga. And people, I've met people who like are like like I just like I can't. There's two. Okay, like I get it. Some people don't like yoga, but like I'm thinking of this one particular person who was like, no, like I just can't do yoga because I can't like. It was, she was talking about like her thoughts and like being still, and like it wasn't active enough for her. And I'm like, okay, like that's because you don't know how to slow down, and like your body is so at war with itself. Like the way that she described it was like, if that's how you feel when you're doing yoga or meditating or anything, if you feel like you have to go 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 go, you're trying to distract yourself, babe, and you need to slow down and you need to lean into that. Any emotion that's hard to feel, you should be leaning into any single emotion. And anyone who tells you to distract or like not deal with it, like they're a bad person. There are times to push it off. Like not push it off, but like obviously if you're in the middle of a work day and like sometimes sometimes you just gotta girl boss. But there are other times where like you should sit in that and don't keep pushing it off. Be like, okay, tonight I'm gonna journal and I'm gonna feel this feeling and I'm gonna deal with this emotion. I don't know where I am. Where am I? Where am I trying to go with this? Activate your parasympathetic nervous system. I'm gonna reel it back in. Meditation, yoga, breath work, all of those things can help activate your parasympathetic nervous system. And the reason it's hard is because you're out of body and you're distracted and you need to feel those things in order to come back to yourself and be able to activate that parasympathetic nervous system. Like if you can't sit down and slow down, that's problematic. Like that's a whole other can of worms. And I mean, while we're at it, health hack number 18,000, learn to be able to slow down. Rest is productive too. And that's something I have to tell myself all the time, because even when I do rest now or honor like my body's need to slow down, I still have like those voices in the back of my head that are like, no, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit for not pushing through and blah, 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 blah. Something my dad used to tell me growing up, and I literally have tattooed on my arm, is muscle through. Like Cuz he's a fucking dude and like that's what dudes do. They muscle through. Girls are supposed to lay and frolic. Like and I got this muscle through tattoo just because it was like meaningful to me to connect with my dad that way. But I feel like a year after I got it, I was like, this is so ironic because this year I am learning to slow down. And it was a year that I had like a lot of healing to do. I'm pretty sure it was right after I think it was during and right after I got out of my last relationship that was like not no bueno. Um and where was I? Oh yeah, and then I remember thinking like it's I should get slow down tattooed on the other arm because that is what I was really learning. Because I'd muscled through my whole life. I had taken the Adderall and drank the 18th cup of coffee and like pulled the all-nighter and done all the things and it my body literally forced me to like there was a 3-month period where all I could do was sleep. My body shut the fuck down. It did not matter what kind of stimulant I took. My body said, baby girl. My body literally was like, oh, we're going to sleep 12 hours. You're going to go to class. You're going to come back, take a 2-hour nap. You're going to wake up for like 3 hours. And then you're going to go to work. And then you're going to pass the fuck out for another 12 hours. Like it was, I had to recover for years of pushing and muscling through. And I realized I had to slow down. So my health hack is honor your body's need for rest. And I think there's a difference between cutting slack and like being a piece of shit and honoring your body's need for rest. And like I'm not going to get into the deep dark specifics of it, but like if you're this is going to I'm going to get fucking if I ever pop off, this is going to be the one that they cancel me for. But like if you're I'm gonna use this because I was obese. Like I was literally obese, and I was like, "No, baby girl, like it's okay. Like slow down. Like eat the 10th pint of ice cream this week. Like it's fine. Like you deserve it. Like you're at peace. You're at rest. Like that is different than like me now, where I'm like, okay, I'm about to get my period. Like I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna allow myself to not walk like the 10K steps that I want to hit today. It's okay if we just like, let's get a little bit of movement in somehow, gentle movement. Like I'm not going to push myself to the degree that I would right after my period, which is when I'm full of energy. Um but like yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like don't baby yourself when you're actually being a piece of shit and be able to differentiate the difference. So like if you're having those judgmental thoughts about say that like you're a workout baby girl and like the intrusive thoughts are winning. You're like, I need to work out, but I'm so fucking tired. Like I didn't sleep good last night. Like I worked so hard at work. Like blah 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 blah. Like it's okay. It's okay to not go 3 or 4 times or 5 times a week. Like it's okay if you miss a day. It's literally okay. You're not gonna undo all of the work you've done. Like it's fine. I don't even know where I am. Like truthfully, I feel like that's kind of it. I feel like I've talked a lot. Get good water. I forgot what the second one was. Activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Allow yourself to rest. I wish I could remember the other one. Don't drink alcohol. Join me. Join me. It's gonna be so cool. Like I feel like not drinking alcohol is the new like not smoking cigs. Like I'm like, no, I don't drink. You're a piece of shit. Just kidding. I literally don't care if you drink alcohol. I'm just better than you for not. I'm just kidding. Maybe. Anyway, have the best beautiful day. I hope these health hacks may have helped. And if they didn't, go to hell. But regardless, thanks for tuning in. Love you so much. Have the best day. I don't know what accent I'm doing anymore. But I hope you have a fabulous, beautiful, amazing day. And I love you. Bye.